welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. Today is a very strange video because I'm going to try and fit 15 Sims into a micro home. I don't know if this is going to be physically possible at all, but I'm doing this because recently I've reached 15k. Well, I'm at 16k subs right now, which is just bizarre. But also the day that I'm recording this is actually the 15th of July, which as you're watching this, I think it will be yesterday, but it's actually my birthday. So the number 15 was just kind of standing out to me, and I said, look, I want to try and do 15 Sims in one house. So for a change, finally, we're going to leave Innisgreen for one video. You know, we're going to leave my little neighborhood and we're going to go back into Newcrest, which is where I usually build. I know it's empty, but this is where I usually build my tiny homes, and I usually like building in one of these a lot because the lighting is good. The lighting in The Sims honestly is like a make it or break it thing for me, so I like building in these lots. So anyways, let's think about this, right? So apparently what I want to do today is a tiny home again, but actually a 32 tile micro home, which essentially, oh my god, that's not even, no, there's just no way. I actually don't think I'll be able to do micro home, would I? Wait, now there is no way. This is 36, so you're telling me that I have to fit a whole family into this? Yeah, no, I don't think I can do that actually, can I? Because like, wait a second, I know I could do like 1700 babies and that'll be fine. Like if I just get these little cribs and like stack them next to each other, we know that oh, it does work though. Wait a second, I know move objects isn't on, but I swear this does actually work. We've play tested this before, but like how many babies is too many babies, you know, in one house? I think that's a little bit dramatic. Just say even if I had 4 babies and then we did another like 3 of these, so that's 10 Sims already. I normally like to have the idea of like a double bed as well for just say like the parents, so that's only 12, so I still would need 3 other Sims. I don't think this will work, guys. I just for some reason don't think it will work. Yeah, unless a half of them are like pets, which I could do, but I think I wanted 15 Sims, so should we go to tiny home instead? Like I know I could do pets, which I actually haven't done yet, you know, like a house like that with pets. I usually like to do Sims, but I just think for 15, I kind of wanted the 15 to be actual humans. Okay, why am I like putting it tile by tile? Wait, what am I doing? What is this? Okay. That's 64 tiles, everyone. Oh, okay, go away. Thank you. That is 64 tiles, and I think I could make this work. Wait, did I not like save myself? Yeah, 2 tile functional toilet. Yes, I did. Wait, now I want to put this down first. Okay, there we go. So that is my functional 2 tile toilet. So we will use this little dude today. That at least that is here. Okay, so we've got 2 tiles already for a bathroom, which is great. We could actually even duplicate that and have 2 bathrooms, but okay, so that's great. Now let's revisit this idea again. We need 15 Sims, right? So why don't we do, see, I like the idea of a Murphy bed, but I also don't like the way that you can't really put stuff in front of it. So at the end of the day, does it really save space? Like I guess it saves space when it's not opened, but then like you have to clear that space in front of it for the bed to be able to open. Plus your Sims can die, so I'm not really the biggest fan of the Murphy bed, but okay, let's just think about the fact that we need like some sort of parents in this bed, right? I of course will grasp onto the idea of these babies. Let's do 4 today. I mean, 4 is a nice even number of babies, so those would be what, like newborns, isn't it? Or like actual baby? No, these are just babies. Yeah, they're not even newborns, they're just like, no, they are newborns. I don't know. Small babies. But for those, you don't really need like a potty or anything yet because they're just chilling. Not my problem once they grow up. Not my problem. They're just babies chilling out. Oh, I love the way this little acorn light is here. I'm definitely gonna have to use that today. I mean, actually, now with the new Enchanted by Nature pack, with the natural living skill, your Sim can just like sleep on the ground anywhere, actually. So we don't even need a toilet or beds. We could just like make your Sim sleep on the ground. That'll be just, you know, easiest thing you can do. Everyone just sleeps on the ground in the sitting room. But no, let's just be real about this. Oh, I kind of really want to use this cute little crib. Oh, should I do that? I think I might make one of the rooms like really cute. So why don't I do these bassinets stack together? No, they don't. I feel like that would not be possible. Yeah, they are a little bit too big. So no, wait, now let's just pretend that the babies are just like quadruplets, just chilling together. But maybe we could also do, is this a toddler bed or is this yeah, that's a toddler bed, isn't it? So I guess we could do like 2 toddlers or like a infant. Wait, do toddlers sleep in this bed? I get so confused with this because it's like newborn and then infant goes into crib and then we've got toddler, isn't it? Is that how it works? I don't know. But that essentially would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 people already. Then of course we've got to have a congregation of a hostile situation vibe for like the kids and the teens together. So poor things, those will have to be shoved together into one room. I'm thinking if we do at least 3, just casually. That's 6 people. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, 1, 2. Why can't I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold on a while. That is already a really good scenario of people here. I actually had a really good idea at some point when I'm doing this challenge, maybe next time, to put like a spin the wheel of how many Sims I need to fit in a house, but also what type of Sims they are, because it could be just like all 15 adults, you know, because I'm obviously like, not to say I'm cheating, but I'm choosing how many babies can be squished into a little crib, which obviously saves me room. But it would be kind of funny if I could spin a wheel and the wheel tells me how many like babies to use. It could be just like 1 baby and 14 adults, if you get me. So I think that would be pretty fun. So let me know what you think of that idea. But for today, I guess it kind of would make sense if I maybe do, like, I kind of want to get rid of, do I get rid of one of these? No, maybe I won't, because maybe I could do a room kind of like this shaped. So that would be like the kids and just say like the teens in this room. And then we could have one singular like alone room for this one lucky person. So this could be maybe like grandma, because grandma lives with us and she helps us, you know, with like the kids and stuff. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So that should be okay. And again, I know I could have added some pets into this or like a horse outside and no one would have cared. But let's leave that for a different video. Maybe when I actually do microhome, because I wanted to actually fit Sims in, and I think this is like the one good method of fitting them. Now, I will need another bathroom with a bath. So let me just try and make that and see what we can work with. So logically, I will need to wash the toddlers and the infants or whatever. So I guess I could do this, because this is the same shape or size, I suppose, as a regular bath. But then again, it is a little bit too big, I think. Also, just a really fun fact. I know I've been away a little bit recently, which was good. You know, I've kind of given myself a little time to celebrate after the new pack came out. But recently, when we were just coming back from our trip, I got stung by a wasp. And I get kind of, not like allergic, but, oh my God, I'm like itching my leg because it's so itchy. I'm like, I get quite bad reactions when it comes to bugs biting me, and it's so bloody annoying, and my leg is like itching me. So I was like kind of reluctant to build today or record a video because I'm like, oh, my leg is so itchy. So I'm not sure how this video will turn out, guys. So I don't know, hopefully you guys might enjoy this, but I'm just to let you know, I am itching, like severely itching. Okay, what if I do something like this, right? Where I'm trying to like do a 4-tile toilet, but I don't know whether that would work. I think I'll need to get a sim in here to figure this out, because I was trying to do something like this where I shove this in the wall and then I get rid of this, and that's just 4 tiles. It looks stupid, but will it work? Maybe. What if I do it this way, like this in the corner and then toilet in there? This could work. This could be something, or else this could be torturous to the poor family. I really don't know at this point. And then the door could go here. Hold on a while. I need to get a sim in here because that would be a good enough setup. Okay, so I've got my sim in here. So let's just have a little look. Oh, wait, now she can sleep here. Oh, see, this is the thing. Why can't we just get her to sleep on the ground? Oh my God, that's so much handier. Anyways, so why don't you try and use the toilet? Please make this work. Oh, she fits. Guys, she fits. I wonder, can she wash your hands? And can you take a bath? Please. Please. Oh my God. I feel like our Sims getting smarter. I don't want to jinx this for anybody, but I feel like our Sims are getting smarter by the hour. I think that there is something about this. Oh my God, that's perfect. That is literally ideal, because I feel like that's going to give you enough room for your toddler. Like, I mean, for you to wash your toddler. I feel like it would. I mean, yeah, I think so. Anyways, get out of my bath. Get out of my house. Can you just like sleep in the middle of the road? You can. You literally don't even need a house anymore, guys. You could just sleep on the ground. That is absolutely hilarious. Right, so that is a really nice little combination of toilets. So we've got, you know, we've got 2 toilets. 15 Sims is a lot of people, considering you're gonna have 4 babies, a toddler and an infant. So like, I feel like that is difficult, lemon difficult, right? So I wonder, should we have maybe like the big bathroom somewhere at like the back of the house, and then we could have this small one kind of like close enough to the front entrance, whatever the heck that means. Thinking about the idea of a kitchen, looking with the experience that I've already got. Okay, first of all, I need a lot of money. So can you just like give me 900,000, please? No, you can't. Okay, that's fantastic. Their load, maybe? No? Oh, great. What are you talking about? Right, anyways, we've got the cash now. So what I was going to say is that we've kind of got like a good formula figured out when it comes to the kitchen. And I think what that is essentially, so what I have figured out in the past videos is that I actually essentially just need like a fridge. If I put down this oven and this stove on top of it, essentially I don't need another countertop for preparation, because they literally just prepare on this counter. So I would kind of also need a sink, but then again, do I even need another sink? Because that's a lot of sinks already in one household. So maybe I don't need an extra sink, or is that just kind of inhumane to not give them a sink? But as far as I'm aware, this should be enough for them to be able to run a kitchen, because they can prep their dinner on this stove. So I think that's something that I'm going to run with today a little bit. And I know that you guys say that that is obviously, it's a glitch, it's not supposed to work like that, but if it works in my game, then I don't think I'm going to be mad at it too much. I'm just gonna keep going with it. Okay, so that will be like your little kitchen, right? So that is us figured out. So I'm thinking, should we do like some bedrooms on this side, or should we just wait a sec, because how do we make this make sense? I could do like a tiny little kitchen like this, but then again, is it stupid closing that off? That could be a bathroom. We could turn this into some sort of a bedroom. This could be like the singular grandma bedroom. Grandma could sleep here, right? That could be her little room. Then we need... Then what? Then what, Sandra? Unless I do like this, where I put the bin this way. Get rid of this. We can turn this into like the parents' room, just say. So parents can live here with their 4 babies, which is just fantastic. That is exactly how you want to sleep in your room. Just with 4 babies right next to you. That's perfect. So this could be the entrance to that room. Okay, that sounds perfect so far, actually. Everything is spot on, exactly how we want it. I'm gonna move this bathroom out of the way for a minute. Now, so to fit these dudes, I do have got to have a big enough room. So maybe if I do something like this, I think, is that the way that I did it before? I think there's like a way of making this work in a 3x4 room, or is there? Maybe I'm actually making this up. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I feel like I'm making this up. I don't think that's going to fit. Unless, no, that is inhumane. As far as I'm aware, that is rude and mean. Okay, if we do it this way, I think it would make more sense. Okay, I'm already at 39 tiles out of 64, but I guess that's fine. Okay, so imagine this. This is your stunning little bedroom. This is exactly what you want in this room. Okay, so we've got parents here. Then we are left with a weird, wacky hallway though. Do I like this? Not necessarily. So I don't think I want this there. So maybe grandma has got to be moved. Grandma could actually be kind of moved this way into the center of the house. That's an idea. Whether that's a good idea, I don't think so, but I guess I only really just have to fit the toddlers in and then just a sitting room. So what if we actually play with the idea of grandma fitting here? Or else, wait a sec, grandma could go at the front of the house, kind of like this, right? And this like could be her door, just say for instance. This then becomes an awkward space, but I guess this could become the space of like the TV, because obviously I like to be nice and I like to give people the freedom of watching television with their family. So we could just say put like a little couch like this, you know, obviously your Sim's gonna walk around this, so that will be a nice little thing. Okay, that is where that door has to stay. So then I'm thinking, what if I do some sort of like a little room like this for the toddler and the newborn? I mean, now that is a squishy room for 2 small babies, but I guess, could this work? I guess it could. I wish I could make it like this way though. That I could put the door into that little nook. Wait, unless I do this. That is something, huh? No, I guess we'll have to go this way. Unless I move this here. Put the door right here. Does that make it a bit better? Then we've got like a little bit more room. And then all we need really is just another little toilet. And then the house is such a weird shape. But I could do like this. Oh, that's 78. Oh no. Okay, that's not gonna work. Hold on a sec. Okay, hold on a while. So kids would have to essentially go this way. And like I would have to do something like this. That's still 72 tiles. Oh no, I've made a mistake. How do I make this smaller? Whoops. Wait a sec. That's 68 tiles. Am I gonna have to get rid of the bathroom? That's 68 tiles. Okay, let's revisit the idea of grandma being in the middle of the house. If I put her right here, okay, and then I just close this off like that. That's 64 tiles, but that is like the worst layout of a house I've ever seen. And also we can't enter that room. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Oh no. Okay, I think with the idea of having that extra bathroom, I think that's what's screwing me over a little bit. Like, I guess I could logically just remove this small little 2-tile bathroom, okay? That's not like a bad idea, I guess. Like, that could be something that could help me. And then I could essentially just like close this space off. That's 66 tiles. Oh my God. No, this is not gonna work. Oh no, what am I supposed to do? I wish we had like bunk beds, but for toddlers. That would be nice. Unless I take this toilet and if I actually put it this way, remove this tile and actually just like cut this in like this. That's 62 tiles. Hold on a sec. I think we've got this, guys. We've got this under control. I just have to think about this. Okay, we're at 62 tiles. We've got 2 extra tiles to add. Right, so that's your kitchen and sitting room. We've got 6 people here, 6 people here, so that's 12. 13, 14, 15. Right, so we've got 15 Sims. And now we just have got to fit them all in. Okay, so there will be 2 doors kind of intertwining here. I know I kind of hate the idea of the doors like hitting off of each other. That's a bit rude, but I guess that's kind of what I've got to work with. This would be also our sitting room, which I also think is just not going to work, essentially. But we're going to have to make it work. Unless I take this room, right, and I flip it this way. And, okay, that's not a room. That's really rude. Excuse me. That's 65 tiles. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I need to get rid of 1 tile. What? Why? Why do you do this to me? Unless we just, like, get rid of 1 tile from grandma's room. Now, 64 tiles. Poor grandma can barely sleep in her bed. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a horrendous layout, isn't it? This is so bad. Like, look at this. That is a horrendous puzzle piece. That's like nightmare fuel. This is hideous. Okay, so I just had to have a little quick look at it by myself. Now I'm at 63 tiles out of 64, right? So I've got 1 tile because I figured out that I think you can actually squish these together in this way, which allowed me to get rid of this little tile. I don't know. I feel like I was wasting space. I mean, there's not much in this room that could be placed down, but also have a look at grandma's room. This is what I did in grandma's room. So I'm just playing around for the moment and I am just about to get a sim in here to play test as many of these things as I can, because what I want to do essentially in this area, I guess it's just to do a fun little desk. So I could have like a fun little hangout desk area here. So imagine this. So we've got like a fun little computer hangout so someone can chillax here. I know we've only got 1 toilet, which is worrying. But now that I think about it, I guess I could actually add another toilet if I just put it here. No, that won't work because the door has to be in the center. So I could do another toilet. Actually, wait now, like this. So we could add a toilet there and then this would be like the front door. But is that going to just be a bit too squishy? Do we really care about the second toilet? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we care more so about just being able to sit down and live in this house, because right now I don't think we can live in here at all. But wait now, let me get a sim in here. Okay, so I've got myself a little family here, right? So we've got an infant and we've got a toddler. Wait, what's our surname? Okay, his surname is Crow. His surname is Townsend. Okay, we're not even related. Okay, whatever. So what I need to figure out is, because I know that you can put 4 newborns into these cribs. I've play tested that already. I know I've play tested the kitchen, but what I want to do is I want, what's your name? Emery, to put in, oh, okay, wait, can you put Chase to sleep here? I was like, who in the name of God is Chase? Okay, Chase is our son. Okay, can you put Chase into this crib? You can! Okay. So look, he is almost like stepping through that toddler bed. Yeah, it is glitching, but it is possible. Okay, so he can go in there. And now Esteban, my child, come on over. Okay, Esteban is on the way. Esteban, can you get into bed while your father is like glitching out through your bed? Oh God, what is happening? Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so this is actually fully functional, this little scenario. Okay, I'm delighted to hear that. I know also before, okay, he's like, oh, decorated poorly. Okay, shut up. Anyways, I know before you guys said that you don't think this bed is functional like this, but trust me when I tell you it is. All you've got to do is you've got to tell one sim to go in first, right? So, oh my God, that's Flora. Okay, sorry. Every time I'm going to see Flora or Ayo Ladipo, I'm going to be crying because I built their actual official home, guys. I'll never get over that. I'm so sorry. I know, broken record central over here, but look, anyways. So you see Esteban, Emery has moved over. So now my sim, what is your name? Madeline. Oh, excuse me. Wait, what? No. Wait, okay. No, look, it does work. I swear to God. Can you like scoot over? Okay, relax over here. There we go. Now you should be able to relax. There we go. See, it does work. Can they woohoo? Oh, okay, they do glitch out. That's really rude. Hold on a while. Okay, can you woohoo in this bed? They can pillow fight though. That is great. It's interesting. Okay, no, it does seem to work. I guess you are right in saying that they can't woohoo in the bed, but it does seem to allow them to sleep there at least, which is kind of interesting. I don't really get why they can't woohoo. Wait, I'm gonna have to test this. Wake up. Okay, it does look like they're sitting, right? Okay, he's saying that he doesn't have room, but wait a sec. If I just pause for 1 sec, what can I do? Throw off Madeline's balance. Oh, that's rude. Can you like make out in bed? He's thinking about it, but no, they're sitting together. I'm so confused. This is so interesting. This has always worked for me. I don't understand why it just stopped now. Because you used to be able to just sit there and chat in bed, but now it seems like it actually is broken, which is very interesting. Because all of these little things have like feet next to them, which means that they have to get up and talk about it. Oh, okay, now they can talk. Do they have to get up and talk about woohoo, and then they won't be able to woohoo? Okay, but honestly, they can sleep in the bed, and that is all I care about. So guys, get out of my house. I still consider that a good thing. Okay, so look, at least they can sleep in the bed. If they want to woohoo, just get them a poohoo bush or turn them into fairies and let them woohoo in the sky. I mean, that's all I'm really going to say, but they can sleep, so they can actually use these beds for their designated purpose. So now, oh, bloody heck, I never tested this bed. 1 second. Right, I'm back in here. Can you get into this bedroom in general? Okay, you can. Can you go to bed? Oh, I love her hooves. She's got little hooves on. Okay, so that is possible. Now, can you leave the babies alone for 1 second? Can you read something from the bookshelf? Oh, are you stuck because of the kids? No, you're not. Wait, now go in here. Go here. Can you take a book out? Oh, you can't. Okay, can you try on outfits? You can. Right. So you can't just pick yourself out a book to read? No, you can't. Okay, fair enough. I mean, at least we've got that. I'm just gonna get him to quickly make some, I don't know, is it japchae? Or will I just do, wait, no, let's do garden salad just in case he burns the place down. Can you just triple check that the kitchen works? Yes, it does. Nothing new here. This absolutely does work, so I don't know what it is. Child, go away. Stop it. Go away, go to bed. Okay, so I guess the only thing at the moment that I'm not happy with is that bookshelf, so we will get rid of that and put something else in there. Whoa, what is happening? Got bad luck. Oh, poor thing. I mean, look at this. Look at this scenario you're in. I know, I don't blame you for having bad luck, honestly. It's okay. I'll make your house nicer. Can you please clean this? Clean this up and get out of my house. Okay, so looking overall at the design of the house, I don't think it's that bad. Now, we do still have one extra tile, so I am considering maybe adding it to Grandma's room. I'm just presuming that Grandma lives in this room. But if I add it to Grandma's room, I think I could do... Okay, that bookshelf is really dramatic. The only reason why I wanted a bookshelf there is just to fill that space. But maybe I don't need to fill that space. Maybe we're fine without that space there. But did I not before? Wait, now, what did I do before? Did I not put like this thing here? I think I did. And I put clothes here. So maybe for Grandma, we can do this. I will, of course, play test this again. But I kind of want to move on a little bit and actually get some nice new things in here. Also, did Enchanted by Nature not come with new clothes? Oh, it did, but I don't think I'm up here. Wait, what? Am I blind? I could be blind. Oh no, they're here. Okay, I must be blind. I must legit just be blind. Oh, what if Grandma's a fairy? Could Grandma be a fairy? I'm doing that. Grandma is a fairy. Okay, Grandma likes to put her in her fairy outfits. Anyways, okay, so that will be Grandma's room. See, the problem with Grandma's room now is that we don't have like a fairy single bed, which I think is kind of rude. We've got a double bed for a fairy, but not a single bed, which is just horrendous. We could try give Grandma like a fun little fairy room. I don't know. Try be a bit different in this house. I'm not sure. I never ever used this bed before, and I don't think I want to still. Sorry. Yeah, kind of like this bed. I don't know why. So anyways, that doesn't matter. But then what we could do is we could give Grandma like a fun little bedside locker and just like put some books on it and call it a day. I think I kind of like this one. Okay. Nothing is really working in this room. Do I really want Grandma's room to be a fairy room? I don't really know what I'm doing at this point. I actually can't pick out a bed to give it fairy vibes, because I guess I could do this one, but I don't really want that one. So is there actually no like fairy vibes? Maybe this. It kind of matches the bedside locker. I don't know. But yeah, the fairy vibe is not working here for some reason. I wish we had a book case that was like this, like really skinny, but with regular books, like not children's books. That is something I'm like pleading for. I wish we had something like that, because I obviously want to put books here for Grandma, but I want them to be kind of on like a cute little shelf or something, you know? I don't know. Anyways, that's Grandma's room. I don't know what's going on, guys. So I was just going to add some windows, but imagine how fun it would be if we actually had like a fun little feature glass wall thing. Is that cool? Should we try this? I mean, I really love this feature, so that could be something interesting, but I could almost like combine it with some like of these slates. Like, what is this? Like this metal paneling. That'd be kind of cool. I kind of love this. Wait a sec. I think that there's something interesting about this, guys. It's like glass wall idea. Is this... I wish like that thing at the top wasn't there, like that little trim. That does annoy me a little bit. Like we could just do it like that, but that looks a bit weird. That looks like there's nothing there. Unless then I add my own little trims, but you know how I feel about the idea of the pillars on the glass. So maybe we just do it like this. Is that kind of cool? I think it is. One of the things I absolutely hate when building is like putting windows in random places that like it looks horrendous from outside, but then it's functional on the inside. And I think especially for builds like that, I kind of have to do that, because this actually looks like a very cute little kitchen setup. Like I must say, obviously like the items and stuff will be changing, but the fact that there's like a window as a backdrop, it actually reminds me of Deligracy and James Turner's house, if you've ever seen their vlogs. Not that I've been to their house or anything, but this actually looks really cute, that like we can like stack stuff up there. It kind of looks realistic in a way that like, oh, you would have like storage and stuff. So I actually really like the way this looks. It's just that from the outside the house looks hideous, and that actually is like my biggest pet peeve. But like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I guess this is just how I'm going to figure this out for today and see how we can make this look nice, I guess. I'm just kind of working on the outside. I'm gonna do like a fun little garden, and I just thought to myself, why don't I just put Grandma out in a little fairy home out the back? Like, I mean, like that would make it so much easier. I think I am actually going to put a little fairy house in here. Maybe this one. I think this one looks pretty cute, because like Grandma could just look after her needs here. Like she doesn't even have to be in the room, you know, in the house. But I just thought that was really funny, because I forgot that they've added that feature now. But anyways, what I was going to do is I was going to do like a fun little place that you could do a bit of gardening. Maybe we grow our own food. I don't know what we'd be doing, but maybe that's something fun in this house. Why can I not find this stupid table that comes with, what is it, like this one? This thing? Yeah, this thing. Like, where even is that? Like, bloody heck, it's so hard to find everything. So maybe you could put that here, like a nice little brown color. Wow, so fun. Nice. Oh, okay. I was going to use these like tabletop planters, but on this bench, only 2 fit in here. Are you bloody kidding me? Like, why? I wanted like a nice little thing, like full of plants. No, Sandra, no, you can't have that. Like, stop even. Like, why? Why would you not allow me to put more? And I think, obviously, like, I can do something like this, but obviously these are not functional then. I just thought that this bench in general would have, like, more nicer snapping points, but whatever. Guess I'll only just put a couple here just for the idea, but, like, you guys get the idea. I'm just trying to make it look nice, but nothing's really working. I don't know. Nothing is just working for me today, so just ignore that. It's fine. It's fine. That looks kind of cute, though. So I'm just working on the house a little bit. I mean, I am taking my time to make sure that it looks kind of cute. And I'm really annoyed because these, like, this wild uncanny cane, whatever this thing is called, this, like, cute little bush, it doesn't come up in any outdoor plants category. It's obviously meant to be for, like, your roof and whatever. But, like, I don't understand why it doesn't come up for any other category because I actually really like it. The colors of it, just the swatches, like, you can get kind of mystical ones, but you can obviously just get, like, regular kind of colored ones. And I think there's something lovely about that plant, but it just doesn't come up. So if you do like it, consider going into the roof sculptures to find it, which is just so silly. But anyways, I am working a little bit on the outside. I have done nothing to the inside of the house yet, but I really did want to figure out whether this space will make sense. And I think it will. Like, logically, looking at it there, what I've created was obviously an extension on the outside. You know, we're still at 64 tiles, but we've got like a fun little terraced area. Well, not terraced area, but like slightly covered. You know, I like to pretend that that's like glass, you know. I mean, we could put those glass panels in there, I guess, if we want. This is where exactly we would need glass walls, or sorry, the glass flooring. We've got glass walls, but you get the idea anyway. So we've got like a fun little seating area here, and then you come through the back where you've got like a fun little barbecue area. We've got a games table, we've got a painting easel, obviously your gardening section, which I think is pretty cute. Obviously your fairy grandma can go inside her little fairy home, and then we've got a little monkey bar thing. There is an outdoor bin obviously, and we do have got a mailbox. But yeah, I was just kind of annoyed by this little wild uncanny cane plant. Why doesn't this come up in regular plants? I don't get it. And also, actually, another thing is a new like fun little wall decals, like the little like floral displays from the new pack. So they only come up in wall decorations. So then when you go into like wall sculptures, they don't appear, even though these are wall sculptures as well, and they appear here. So I really don't understand. Sorry, it's like a mouthful trying to explain what I'm like feeling, but I just don't get why these are here. So now I have to go into a whole separate category. I mean, I still love these and I still would use these all the time now, but like it's just kind of annoying to me a little bit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's just a little bit weird, and I don't get why this is the case. Why can't we just categorize these things together? Because I think this will look really cute. Like, look at this. That's so adorable. Wow. Okay, love that for us. Okay, well, we're definitely putting that here. So nice. 10 out of 10. Okay, I think I did enough on the outside of the house, honestly. Like, there's a few little cool seating areas, such as this one. You can, like, hang out here, read some books. Obviously, you've got 2 people hanging out there. You've got a massive, like, what, 6-person table there. You can get someone to go painting. We can get 2 people sitting, playing some chess over here, which I think is pretty cute. We've got a bicycle as well, just for a little bit of extra fun, and another cute little seating area. So I think the outside of these homes that I make, obviously, is always very important, because it's just the best to get your Sims out of that tiny little home. But nevertheless, we still have to make the inside of the house nice. And honestly, my favorite part so far, I think, is like this little fun desk area. So maybe let's try and make this look kind of cute. By kind of cute, I mean maybe something like this. We can make it kind of greeny vibed. Let's get maybe like a green laptop. Oh, I don't like the RGB on that. Jesus, that's horrendous. Why would you do that? Can I not just get like a regular? Okay, maybe let's just go for the regular cream laptop. Oh, him. Okay, he's too big. He's way too big. Okay, maybe like this little green lamp there, you know, just the usual. I think that's pretty cute. But maybe just like a tiny little curtain, at least on like this portion of the wall, just to give you a little bit of like cozy vibe. But I think that is so cute. Like, I love that little nook. It just looks so like cozy for some reason. And maybe I'll just like put this painting up above it as well. Wow, a 10 out of 10 for that little nook. Okay, so we've got someone chilling out there. Over here, I would like to have either, you know, like chest of drawers of some sort. Yeah, maybe actually chest of drawers will probably be the best option. Like maybe something like this. That's like a pretty cute little skinny one. So maybe we could chuck you here. Of course, I feel like, wait, now I feel like maybe the TV should actually go on this wall. But of course, we're in the sitting room now. Just letting you know, we've moved into the sitting room. So I'm thinking, what if we do TV like here? Okay, that bin is just like so annoying. I wonder, can it just like go here for the moment? Just forget about that bin. And even if we don't have a bin, it's fine, because we could just chuck everything outside into the outdoor bin, but whatever. Anyways, then for the inside of the house, yeah, we still only need like a 2-seater couch, which this is quite a bulky one. I want like a small couch, but that looks like you wouldn't fit much on this couch though. I like the green. Green's kind of pretty though. Ugh, I'm not sure. This couch is kind of fun. I feel like I always use this one though, but it just looks like with a push you could fit 3 Sims on this couch. Obviously you can't. It's only a 2-Sim couch, but you get the idea. For like realism, it feels like you could try and shove 3 people on that wall, but that's fine. Anyways, of course, underneath I will use this because I mean, I think that is just like one really nice way of having a small little like end table thing, a bookshelf at once, and like a console, like a TV console thing. I mean, I think it's just amazing. So I really like this idea. So I definitely will use that here. I know it's like not really centered. I guess I could move right now. If I move, it's that bin, isn't it? That's the issue for me. Okay, I guess the bin could go here. Yeah, that's not too bad because what I could do then is move this door as far as I can over this way, move the couch to be centered like with the TV as much as it can be. I guess kind of like this, I guess. And then over here, I could move this door a little bit over and I could fit something here in this corner. Like a fun little end table. I don't know. Is that cute? Kind of nice, isn't it? Yeah. Or else I do another like small little poof. Like we could just like shove a poof in like this. So at least we've got like 3 people watching TV. I think that is a necessity. And that kind of matches. I think that's really pretty. We do something like this. Yeah, that's nice, guys. That's nice. Okay, that's nice. She tells herself 300 times to sell this idea to herself because she's not sure. Oh, I kind of love the colors of this. Maybe we could like get inspired by this a little bit today. Oh, that's cool. I like this. Okay, I like this whole idea. I don't know what I like, but I like something about this. Okay, the white and the black is kind of fun. So then maybe we could like incorporate a fun little wallpaper. This blue would kind of, would it match actually? Does it match? No, not really, but it's kind of a fun wall. Although maybe it does kind of match. Maybe then we could make just this like a white. And then of course we'll just put down some nice tiles on this wall. Maybe these like beigey kind of ones. I don't really use the beigey color, so maybe we could just chuck that there. And then this wall. Oh, wait a sec. What if I add some like beiginess with that kind of outdoor metal vibe? Is that nice? I don't know. Do I like this beigey color? Not really. Oh God, what is this? What is this? You know, if this floor came, okay, well, I guess this is the color I'm looking for, but if it came in more of like a neutral muted tone, I would consider using it here, but I don't know. Does it match? Although maybe it does match. Maybe it's not that weird. I don't know. I'm like really not sure whether this flooring actually works or not, but I guess I like the color of it, you see, and the shape, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'll try make it work. It's kind of funny, but this little plant, like this new one, if you put it into like this color, it looks like it's dying. So it looks like every plant in my house just dying and gasping for water and air. Okay, so I've done the little kids and not toddlers, teenagers room. So this is what we've gone for this time. And there is a little window, so don't get me wrong, they do have a little bit of ventilation, but I feel like because of the fact that I've chosen a very busy wallpaper, it almost makes me feel like there's no airflow in this room and it's like a little bit stuffy. But we do have got a bookcase. I know this meditation poof is not functional at all, but I kind of liked it there for a sec. And if you of course download this house, just know that you could just move it and your Sims can use it and you can put it into their inventory then if you wanted to. But I just wanted to give you the idea that like there is things that your Sims can do. So that's that. So then I did the parents room, which again is kind of like a tame enough room. We've got some fun little baby things and we've got like a cute little acorn there, which I'm obsessed with. I never put down a rug, which is just a crime in my eyes. Why don't I have a rug? I kind of want to just do this beigey one today. Just something very tame, just to make sure that your feet are all cozy when you come out of the bedroom. And we do have got a little TV there as well, because I know in the past that did help my Sims, you know, just being able to watch TV kind of like away from everyone's crap, you know, just for a minute of peace. I mean, would you really have a minute of peace when you have 4 babies inside there? I don't think so. But anyways, the last 2 rooms that I've left to do are the 2 kind of, I guess, fairy rooms that I want to do. So I want to maybe use some of these fun swatches to get inspired by. Like, I like the idea of this yellow. So maybe we could do like some yellow in this room, kind of like this. And also this yellow, I think would match really nicely. Like, imagine if we do something like this. I know I'm like somehow using Enchanted by Nature in this pack or in this build, but I just think that this pack is so fun. Unless I do like this yellow. What do I do? Or else I do like a bit of brown like this. That's actually a lot of fun. I think something like this is pretty cute. What do we think? Like, I could also do this, but I kind of wanted to do this in Grandma's room for some reason. I don't know why. I like presumed that maybe Grandma would like this. But also, no, wait, that does look really fun in the kids' room. What do I do? Do I do maybe like this? Okay, I love the yellow. I don't know what it is about this yellow color, but I kind of love it. Maybe not this floor though. Maybe just like a regular rug, you know, or like, sorry, carpet. I think carpet would probably have a bit of like a nicer feel in this room. Maybe like the dark green. Oh my God. Okay, this room is adorable. Okay, I'm obsessed. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if we'll be able to actually put in a little bedside locker here though. I'm really not sure how that would work because yeah, the door is there straight away. So maybe no little bedside locker, but I could do a shelf instead. But I could definitely put a little acorn at the side of the bed. I mean, we all need a little acorn supporting us on the side of everyone's bed, so that is 100% a necessity in my eyes. I really like this shelf, but I think in this case it's a bit big. Like maybe this one would be cuter. I like a darker, yeah, there is like a darker swatch, so we can maybe do this and put like a couple of toys up there. Also, by a couple of toys, I also mean a load of plants because of course a child needs plants everywhere. Like that is just a necessity, of course. But definitely some like of these really cute little toys up there. I don't know, they're just like perfectly stacked up there apparently. I don't know if that's very realistic or not, but maybe we could do something like this. They're kind of clipping through each other, but honestly you get the idea. That's very adorable. I'm like still getting used to figuring out where the new Enchanted by Nature objects are. Oh yeah, there we go. Where they're placed in the catalog because I cannot find them. I feel like maybe we could do either like this rug with the little unicorn, or else just like this really dark like Celtic designed one. Maybe so many options. Or maybe this one, or is that very dramatic for a kid's room? I feel like it's a bit dramatic. Maybe this one is just kind of cute. I just really like it. I mean, there's something very adorable about this idea of like a woodland theme for your child. I think it's just so adorable. So I'm just gonna go for that, I reckon, in this room. Maybe like a fun little mushroom on this side as well. I think that's pretty cute. Like just like a little brown mushroom. That's a bit gross, but I kind of love it at the same time. I think those are also shelves, but I think they're kind of adorable. So maybe we'll just put some mushrooms around. And yeah, guys, what do you think of my cute little... I mean, like, imagine this is like a kid's room and that's all they have. I guess it makes sense. Also, is that a bit much? Maybe we don't need this. I'll get rid of this. There we go. That's adorable. Do we want like a full-length mirror or something? Okay, I must say I'm like obsessed with this room a small bit. Like I love the colors. It's just so cute and vibey. That white door does not match at all, but whatever. Anyways, then, oh wait, now actually, sorry. This was also meant to be a glass panel. So I have done like a fun little glass thing, a feature here, because there isn't many windows in these rooms. Actually, in fact, there is barely any windows. But I thought that maybe we could play around with the idea of like that glass wall feature being obviously the window. So that's what I've done here. But for Grandma's room, again, so Grandma is also a fairy. Oh, so maybe we could use, sorry, I'm getting very excited, but maybe we could use like this brown. That's not brown, Sandra. That is literally purple. Maybe we could do something like this in Grandma's room. I think she would really appreciate this. I mean, again, if Grandma, oh, the purple kind of fits. But anyways, if Grandma is a fairy, then literally I should have just put her outside and it would have just been so much easier for everyone involved. But I guess it makes sense just to have Grandma inside here. Does it? I guess it does. Okay, that's actually really cute. I really like this. This is such like a cute little room. And poor Grandma is asleep in this room. Such a small, tiny little area. Maybe I'll put some plants up there. There we go. Grandma has her little plants up there with her. Yes. I just love the addition of this pack to my game. I don't know what it is about it. And of course, like I keep saying to people, like, of course I'm biased. Like there's just no doubt about that. Like I just am. Like this is a pack that I've worked on. So of course I'll be obsessed with it. But there's just something so adorable about the items that came with this. And I'm just obsessed. And I'm so glad that we have this now and that I can just like make a little fairy house. But also the idea that like a fairy can actually live outside. I could have just put a fairy home into each one of the rooms and just called it a day. Like we're all fairies. So that is also an option, which I think that's pretty cute. And also we could just like sleep on the ground. So I could have just said like, oh, we're all just like Japanese people and we sleep on futons. Do you know, like that kind of way? Because I wish we had futons added into the game that you could kind of like roll away and put away. So the idea of like the Murphy bed that you can put it away. But imagine if we had like futons, like similar to traditional, like a traditional Japanese way of sleeping on the ground. I think that would be amazing. So I think we need something like that. And dare I say, I've got some good ideas. So hit me up. Grandma with a pride flag? Maybe. That'd be kind of cute. Maybe. Why not? I think that's kind of adorable. Maybe I could put this light here instead. And Grandma has like this fun little pride flag. I don't know. I think that's just really cute. Oh, yes. There we go. Right. So that's Grandma's room. Let's give her like a fun light as well. Maybe this one. This feels very like fairy vibed as well. Right. So that is Grandma. All she could really do is change her clothes. But honestly, does it really matter? Not really. There's bookcases all around the house. So I don't think it matters that much. For the kids' bedroom, I only have saucers. You know the drill. I don't like the idea of like the hanging lights in there. We'll just leave a saucer there. We've got a nice light over here. I might leave a saucer for this section, but I will add some nice hanging lights over to this portion of the house. So maybe we could have something like this here. And I guess we're okay for every other light around, like the little book nook, well, the little computer nook is fine this way. I might just put down like this mat here, maybe in like a green color. Okay, so logically that makes sense now. So we've got a nice little bathroom that is, okay, that is painted wrong, but that's okay. We've got a nice little bathroom. We've got the two kids here. We've got kitchen. Oh yeah, wait, now let me just put some stuff up above here because that would make sense, wouldn't it? That would make sense, Sandra. If you put down some shelves, I guess you've got to clutter them now. So that's just your own problem, isn't it? Yes, there we go. I'll put like this here. Some of these, you see, this is why I love the idea of this pack. For some reason, everything just like fits perfectly. Stop the lights. Look at how perfect that looks. And that took 2 seconds. Oh my God, I love this kit. Honestly, I know you may be like, Sandra, why are you obsessed with everything? I don't know why I'm obsessed with everything. Just like, look how fun this looks. Oh, I love it. I don't know. I'm obsessed. Anyways, that literally took me quicker than anything I've ever done in this house. And already that kitchen looks cluttered. I love it. Okay. So that makes sense. I mean, we've got no dining table on the inside of the house, which is a little bit like, oh God, where do these Sims eat? But Sims can eat sitting down on a bed. So like they can sit down here. I'm sure your Sim can actually even take their dinner plate and sit down on a toddler bed and eat. So I'm not too worried. Plus they can just come around the back here. Also around the back, just as an extra activity, I actually added like the nature press. Oh, this one's really cute. The nature press that came with the Enchanted by Nature pack. So I think that would be actually quite ideal as well for a fun little thing that your Sim can do, you know, just give them a little bit of extra activities. So now looking at this place, I guess this makes a lot of sense. Maybe I'll just add another one of these lights, but I'll just scale it down here. And yeah, there is a light here, so I guess we don't need many more lights. Just maybe a couple of these floor lights just to brighten the space up a little bit. And then we will be ready for a tour, I reckon. I mean, this was like my first little tiny home. Well, it's a small home, is it? What did I... Oh, no, it is a tiny home. Okay, no, it's fine. It's my first little tiny home in ages, so I feel like I was a little bit rusty. But 15 Sims, looking at this now, I feel like I did an okay job. I'd like to think I haven't forgotten anything, or I haven't really done anything too majorly wrong. I think everything seems okay. So why don't we do a little tour, right? And then what I'll do is I'll get the Sims back in here and we can test out whether everything is actually functional. Well, guys, welcome on into my 64 tile tiny home for 15 Sims. Why are we celebrating today? Well, I guess I'm at 16,000, but we're celebrating the fact that I hit a 15K milestone, which I guess for YouTube is quite big. And also the day that I'm recording this is the 15th of July, which is my birthday. So I'm celebrating today by building this, by torturing myself altogether. But anyways, I think this is pretty cute. We've used a couple of the new features, such as the glass walls and a couple of the Enchanted by Nature items, such as like these really cute little floral designs, these like little trellis things. I don't know what they're called, but anyways, we've got some actually Enchanted by Nature chairs over here as well, which I think work really nicely with this chess table. I think they look quite cute. So yeah, looking at the outside, it's pretty straightforward. That wall is painted wrong. Why does this happen? This is like one of the most annoying things. Like, is this a glitch or am I just doing something wrong? It's like you paint one side and then accidentally the other side gets painted. And I wonder, is that something that occurred as a glitch when they were working on the idea of the glass walls? Because obviously the glass walls are wallpapers, and to add a new mechanism like that into the game, a lot of things glitch out and break. Like, you can kind of see this through the glass wall. You can see the inside of the other wallpaper. I don't know, there's a few things like that with the glass walls that I'm a little bit concerned by, but obviously I still love them, don't get me wrong, but you can see there's some issues happening, but whatever. So as I said, outside you've got a couple of really fun things to do. So a lot of Sims kind of hang outside, and obviously that is one of the most important things in here in small homes like this. I mean, it does look very overcrowded. I feel like I've maybe added a couple, oh my god, maybe I've added a little bit too many things for your Sims to be doing, but look, it's better to have more and then to take away rather than have to worry about adding things and making them look pretty. So anyways, grandma can live out the back anyway, so don't worry about her. We've got some new beautiful little Enchanted by Nature pots, which are just amazing to add into your game, just in general. I think that's really fun. But anyways, let's head into the, oh my god, the inside of the house, where we actually figure out whether I will be torturing the Sims, or whether they will actually be okay. Also, that wall is painted wrong as well. Oh my god, never mind. Okay, so as you come in, you've got my favorite little front area where you can kind of hang out. It's like a little front desk for the house. You can hang out here and kind of like look out the window, and I think that's really adorable. So I really like this little spot. So that's my favorite. Then you head on over here, and I think, you know what, I'd like to think this is a little bit of like a spacious area. We've got a nice little kitchen, nicely cluttered, and then we've got a nice little sitting down area, which, I mean, those colors, I'm a bit biased again because they're like my favorite colors. Blue's my favorite color. So I think this is obviously an array of items you've seen me use millions of times, but I think I just like to use these items because they make me happy. Anyways, then we've got a bathroom over here, which is like a nice green bathroom. Should be fully functional with the terracotta stones. I don't know why I added those, but that's pretty cute. Then over here we've got the little, well, it's not little actually, it's a big enough room. We've got the parents' bedroom for newborns. Fantastic. Saying a little prayer for whoever wants to sleep in this room. And then we've got, wait, now over here we've got the two infant. Oh, I love this room. Oh my god, I think this room is so cute. This is the infant and the toddler room. I love that yellow swatch, honestly. Like, there's just something obviously really happy about that swatch, but just this idea of the Enchanted by Nature pack is perfect for a little toddler's room. I mean, look at it. So cute. 10 out of 10. Then we've got our array of 6 children, teenagers. It almost looks like it's more of like a teenager space. So maybe we actually have got 6 teenagers somehow. Maybe we've just like adopted an army of kids, but whatever. We've got this little room, which, I mean, it is pretty cute and it looks to be functional, but I'll check it out in a minute. And then we've got Grandma Fairy with a pride flag in her room. So that is her room. So that's what we've got going on here. So that completes my 15 sim tiny home with 64 tiles with a nice big outdoor area. I mean, it looks similar to what I usually build, but it was a nice way to kind of like ease myself back into it, because as I said, I've been building with obviously the Enchanted by Nature for I don't know how many weeks now, especially because I've been secretly working on that game. So I've been like secretly building a lot of Enchanted stuff, so I'm happy to get back into my, you know, very contemporary tiny home vibes things. But anyways, I'm gonna get into live mode and try figure out whether a lot of these things are functional. Okay, so I'm back in the house now. I'm going to just try and okay, see, there we go. She's already stuck. Okay, this little poof guy is not going to work, is it? Please don't do this to me, please. Is that why you're stuck? You can't get through? No, leave the kids alone. No. The infants are fine. Forget about them. Okay, that poof is still in your way. Like, who are you kidding? It's not. Just jump over it. Oh, bloody heck. Okay, what about now? Okay, now she can go into bed, which is fantastic. Oh my bloody god. What are you doing? Okay, these kids, nah, these kids are not it for me. Go to sleep. Okay, you are getting up. Why is free will on? Is that what's happening? Because this is like freaking me out. Off. Thank you very much. Right, so you are sleeping here. Now, can you try on outfits? Yes, you can. Okay, so this room seems to be like as functional as I wanted it to be. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to get through all of the beds. Okay, top bunk is okay. Get up. Bottom bunk seems okay. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any issues with these, so this should be all good. Seems all good to me. Let me just figure out these 2 beds. Brilliant. Yeah, it seems all good. Can you read something out of this bookcase, I wonder? You can. I'm presuming this one's going to be okay. And obviously then with this thing, you can just put that into your inventory to meditate. That seems okay. Okay. I'm presuming these are going to be all functional because they were functional for me as well before. I mean, I'm not getting her pregnant 4 times just to figure this out. I've done that in the past. And if something does not work, then we can just like remove one item if it's in the way. But that all seems okay if that bedroom's fine. Okay, that poof does seem to be working because she has chosen to... Why are you outside with the kids? Okay. Okay. Can you just please take a bath here? Yes, you can. That's fantastic. I'm just going to do the toilet. Okay, so the bathroom still seems to be all good. And the one last thing I'm going to check is whether you can maybe do like some grilled cheese, because we've tried the garden salad. And then can you just go on the computer for 2 minutes? Okay, so she did cook this. I haven't been watching her. And then he's put the baby inside there, so that all seems logically functional as well. And then last thing, will you just play something on the computer? Yes, there we go. Okay, grand job. And I'm presuming like everything else around is going to be functional. Oh, you're going around this way. Oh, okay, that's a bit annoying, the fact that you've got to walk around the other way. So I wonder, can I like maybe squeeze these in a little bit? Is that what seems to be the issue? Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. Can you sit down here? Yes, you can. I'm presuming that chess table is functional. Perfect. Now I have nobody for the monkey bars for the moment, but I guess this is still all good. And then she's at the little fairy home as well, so that's very cute. Okay, well I guess that kind of concludes everything. I guess everything in this house and now does seem functional. I mean, as functional as I'd like it to be. As I always say, if you do want to download this house, it's just a case if something does not work, just remove the thing next to it. I mean, I get the idea that things, to make them more impressive, especially with these homes, it has to be functional. But I think my houses are functional in the sense that, like, when I play with the builds that I make, the crazy kind of small tiny builds, they are functional. Actually, one last thing I probably will do, wait, hold on a sec, maybe I will add like a toy chest, because I do kind of feel bad for like the toddler for literally not having anything. So maybe I'll put like the toy chest like here or something, like right next to the grill. I mean, I think that's pretty funny, but I guess maybe the toddler will have something to do. Can you go play with a toy, please? Because I guess that's kind of mean. Yay. Okay, at least the toddler has something as well. So that concludes everything now, I think. Hopefully. Oh, wait, no, that's not everything. A potty. Oh. Ooh, you guys are probably screaming at this point, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to end this video. Everything is great. No, we need a potty. Well, I guess we don't need to. We could just allow the child to crap themselves continuously, but I guess it probably would make sense to have a potty. Now, where this potty would go, I do not know, but wait a second. I will figure this out. Maybe like here. If I move this thing over there, I wonder, is this possible? Hold on a while. Can you potty train Esteban? Esteban, get on over here. We've got to potty train you. Esteban, don't be like this. Go here. Okay, well, weirdly enough, that does seem to be functional with that potty there. So that's fantastic. Can you still wash your hands though? No, you can't. I don't think that is potentially possible. No. Okay. I wonder if I move potty like slightly over. Like this. Can you maybe use the sink now? You can. Okay, wait now. And now let's try potty train Esteban again. Where are you going? Likes video gaming? Yeah, sure. Why are you putting the child to bed? No! What are you doing? No. These Sims, huh? These Sims. No, I said potty train, not put to bed. My lord above. Get up. Yay! That still seems functional even though we are totally in the way of the door. But she does seem to be able to wash her hands still. And as far as I'm aware, she could still get into the bath. She can! Okay, that's perfect. That's all I really care about. Okay, so there is a potty now, guys. I know there's no high chair or anything, but you could just feed the child off of the floor. There is a potty. There is somewhere for the kid to play, and there's somewhere for the kid to sleep. And I honestly think that is the most of what I could have done today. So I think that is everything. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. And of course, thank you so much for subscribing, because this was essentially like a little milestone video as well, like I usually like to do. But the fact that I'm already at like 16,500 subs is absolutely bizarre. And of course, there has been a lot of new faces since I've released that I've been working on the Enchanted by Nature pack. So welcome to all of those. Welcome to all of you guys that are maybe new here. I make a lot of crazy videos like this as well. So if you have any other suggestions or ideas of things you wanted me to try out, maybe some things with fairies and see how we could like maybe fit fairies into a tiny home or something. I don't know. You let me know what you want me to do and I will try and torture myself with that for my birthday. Great. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out my previous videos. Don't forget to subscribe and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.